In a previous video, I talked about advice I would give to my younger self. I would like to expound on that advice in this video. In the previous video, which I'll link in the description box of this video, I shared a breakthrough I had when I realized the reason I was not popular in high school. I recently had another realization, and that is we never really outgrow high school. What I mean by that is, those of us who were not popular in high school are sold a myth by well-meaning adults. And that myth is, once we graduate high school, life will become a level playing field. The popular people who had advantages in high school will not necessarily have those same advantages in everyday life. And those of us who were not popular in high school will be able to come into our own once we move beyond the confines of school. I've found in my life experience that is true to an extent, but with all things in life, there's nuance. We'd like to believe that once we leave high school, we leave behind that version of ourselves. That version of ourselves that was made fun of and or excluded by the more popular people. And once we leave high school, the popular people will get their comeuppance and become nobodies, while we, the unpopular people, will blossom and enjoy a meteoric rise to fame and fortune. Well, it's not that clear-cut and simple. While karma does not always show up in the way that we wish, it is true that people who were popular in high school go on to lead very average, ordinary lives that just continue the status quo. They get married, they have kids, and they may even work a job that pays well, but doesn't make any difference in the world in any meaningful kind of way. And the upside is that those of us who were not popular in high school, we see the world in a quirky, upside down, and often sideways kind of way. And that unique perspective can allow us to come up with innovations that do make a positive impact in the world. And in many cases, the ability to see the world in a way that is different from our more popular peers comes from the very fact that we're outsiders, that we're not always included. One thing I've realized as I've gotten older is that when you're too close to a situation, you can't really see it objectively. You can't see solutions to a problem because you're in the mix and you can't see the situation from a bird's eye view. As outsiders, we have a built-in ability to see things objectively. We're not invited to the cool kids table, so to speak. So we're able to see things from a different perspective than those who are on the inside circle. It's become a cliche to say something is your superpower, but that very ability to see things differently than more popular, conformist people is definitely an enormous superpower. Even with having superpowers, I don't think we necessarily outgrow ourselves, the selves that we were in high school. But what is true is that as an adult, you have more of a capability to choose the people that you want to be around. A buzzword that has come about in recent years is finding your tribe. But from experience, it's not as simple as, I found my tribe and I will never be alone and unhappy again. Period. The end. If only life were as black and white and straightforward as dividing the people in your life into two camps, those who are in your tribe and those who are not. Those who quote unquote get you and those who don't. But in reality, there are many gray areas. Human beings in general act in ways that are unpredictable, bewildering, and hurtful, sometimes intentionally and sometimes not. There's no such thing as a permanent state of bliss in which you will be surrounded by people who always act in ways that make you feel good. Even if you find your so-called tribe, you'll find that there are cliques and hierarchies in any group of people, including among those who have similar backgrounds and who share common interests. The members of your tribe may sometimes disappoint you or even break your heart. You may have minor disagreements or even big arguments that cause you to fall out and lose contact. And on the other hand, there may be people outside of your tribe, people whom you think you have nothing in common with, including ideologically or politically, who may turn out to be unexpected and unlikely allies and supporters. So don't close your mind to people who seem different than you, because as outsiders, we know how much that hurts when people reject us. And even when you find allies and supporters, remember that even those people will let you down and leave you out from time to time. People can be wonderful and supportive and helpful, and sometimes people can be selfish and petty, just like when we were in high school. So, no, we never truly outgrow high school. In actuality, life is one big popularity contest. But the good news is, as an adult, you can opt out of the popularity contest. How do you do that? By focusing on what you can control. Adopt a code of ethics that states you're going to treat people in a decent way, even if they don't reciprocate. Put your head down and focus on building skills that will move you forward in life. Popularity is a fleeting thing. People are by nature fickle. But the time and the effort that you invest in yourself, no one can take that away from you. Pursue your passions and focus on work that comes naturally to you. In my case, that's writing and filmmaking, storytelling and creativity in different formats. So, to sum it all up, what advice would I give to my younger self? Unfortunately, high school lasts for the rest of our lives, or a version of high school. Life is one big popularity contest. And for those of us who weren't born as one of the cool kids, there is nothing you can ever do that will make you become part of the clique. So you know what? You might as well be yourself. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please leave a comment, share it, and subscribe to my channel.